Why is the question? Why did we do this?
Yeah, we redesigned the reservoir primarily from our warranty claims. So we saw majority of our warranty claims coming back for leaks in the bottom. And that is a lot in part because there is 3 lower penetrations in the reservoir design. And so, yeah, that's where we brought it up to the top.
Brought it up top here. This is where the float switch would be connected. On that one, you can't really see it, but it would be similar to this, just at the very bottom. So you can see how we would have to drill a hole and put this through. We have glue and we do a lot of reinforcement, but if there is a fail point in there, the solution finds its way out. We tried to stick most of our fittings all above wherever the water level would be. And the water level tends to be here, as you can see on an angle here. You know, you follow it in. So we want to keep them all up here so that that's not a problem. We still have to have one to allow for the water to move back and forth. But even reducing that, now we're already, 66% better odds of having a failure there.
Yeah, exactly. And again, the reason why we're able to make that design change too is just even in the sight tube factor of it. Right now, our reservoir is clear through the whole body of it, which allows us to actually utilize it for the sight tube and doubles up as that. So again, right from the front of the machine, we allow you to look right through the machine to be able to see the reservoir in action. And that's actually where we get our water levels from, is directly from there. Where in the old design here, we had the sight tube coming up through a hose. Unfortunately, with this design, you would find that a lot of the water here would stay pretty stagnant, and then you would get some crystallization and sludge buildup in that sight tube line. In fact, again, a lot of customers would send their machine back to us for cleaning because
for help.
It is very difficult hose to actually get clean. And so when you got crystallization growing up and through that, it's kind of one of the harder things to actually clean out and service.
Yeah. And I think a lot of customers that have had our older generation machine have probably run into this case where they've maybe forgotten to rinse it every 2 months that we recommend, or the 100 hours. And they'll see that the crystallization starts in here and it kind of gets a little white. Sometimes there's a little ball in there that gets stuck in there. And through the regular rinsing of hot water and you're shaking it left and right, the water still can't get in there to rinse it out. So then you're having to take off the whole lid, take off a clip and take off a hose and shoot a syringe full of hot water through there to rinse it out, and then put your lid back and put it all back. We didn't want our customers having to do that. We hated, getting them to do it, but there was no other choice with these other models. So we basically removed that tube altogether. Yeah. Now we have this massive tube, 2 inches wide, that comes in, and you can see inside. You'll be able to see the water. You see the meniscus level very easily. There's no little ball that gets stuck. You can actually see your float switch inside. All the lights are integrated into there also, so you don't need. There's no other messy things on the front. Everything's all serviceable right into this one piece.